Happy birthday, Capricorn, and welcome to the year 2020. That is crazy. It's gone by so fast, and it's been a real trying year for a lot of folks last year. So my prayers are for everyone to have a wonderful new year, and may you be blessed. May blessings rain down upon you. So let's get started and see what's coming up for you, Capricorn, birthday person, in January. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. Please remember, this is a general reading, and if you'd like one just about you, please stop by my website. I've included the link down below, www.soulstarbliss.com, and I've also included the Instant Go. If you have just a question or two, you might want to check that out. But let's see here what's coming up for Capricorn. You know, it looks like apprenticeship has gone on for several years, meaning you're trying to fine-tune something. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your love life, but whatever you've been working on, I think you're going to see a lot of manifestation, things that you've wished for, things that you've worked on, are going to start to fall into place for you, which is so good and so overdue for you. It says your intuition is sharp. It's really on point right now. So try to, if you don't trust your intuition, test it. I still test mine whenever I travel. I try to, if I'm driving somewhere, I'll play a game where I see who's coming down the on-ramp, what color car, what license plate, something like that. But you should test your intuition, and when you know how it works, it will certainly help guide you and help you make some decisions. Looks like things that are falling into place are going to bring you joy. Looks like victory, yes. Victory for you, Capricorn, in the love area. Those of you that are single, looks like this could be a year of true love or finding new love, something similar to that. Those that are in a relationship, rekindle something. If you've been in a relationship for a long time and it's a little stale, think about that. A little romance can go a long way in a relationship. It says new beginnings are possible. A great time to make plans for the future. Maybe you want to make a plan to have money to travel at the end of this year. Good time to do that. Maybe you want to buy a house. Any kind of planning, specifically with money, is a real good time for you, and it will really, really help you make a commitment to whatever it is you want to do. And I feel it's money for a lot of you. Nine of Cups says wishes granted. And remember, sometimes this is the hard part, and it's hard for me too, and I know better, is I'll wish or want for something and it doesn't happen, and then a few months later, a few days later, even whatever, a few minutes later, something wonderful happens, or you see why in retrospect, why the blessing came in a different way than you had expected. So a good way to manifest is to tell the universe what you want, specifically on a new moon seems to work good for me, and then get out of the way and let them bring it. Don't tell them how, or don't tell the universe how, just say, this is why I open to receive abundance, and then move out of the way and let it happen. Excuse me, or whatever it is your wish or want is. It says travel, you're wanting to travel this year. It looks like some of you are making plans right now for travel. Maybe it's a summer vacation, maybe it's a spring vacation, I'm not sure. But don't let anyone talk you out of those, because it looks like this is going to be real healing for you, mentally, spiritually, physically. So whatever plans you're making, I would do the best I can to continue with those. It says some official agreements could be made this year. Not only this month, but it's like something you're waiting for. Maybe you're waiting to sign a contract for buying a house or getting a job promotion or something like that. It says your patience certainly is going to pay off. Learning how to stand up for yourself for something. It says whatever changes you made in that area are going to come back many times for you, and it's a good thing. So like if you've learned how to state what you want, excuse me, and not have a big disagreement about it, but you can state your needs, your wants, and then stick to them. It says there's joy, great joy for you this month, and not only this month, I feel this is kind of setting the tone for the year. There's going to be reasons to celebrate. A lot of things are going to be beginning and ending in a good way. Maybe it's the end of no money. Maybe it's the beginning of someone coming back into your life that had been out. But it just says there's going to be a lot of celebrations this year, a lot of beginnings and endings. It says strength has always been yours. It will continue to be yours. Call on that strength when needed. It says you will be making some choices this month. You have a lot of wants, wishes. Focus on one at a time, and then you can make your choices fearlessly. It says also you're going to have people telling you what to do. And, if you've asked for guidance, doesn't mean you have to take their guidance. It just says that if you've asked someone and they're telling you, well, you could do this, this, and this, ultimately the choice is yours what you do, but you're going to find that you have a lot of choices to make that are going to bring good things for you. Okay, it just says a lot of spirit help around you. It's as if, not an awakening, but it's like, okay, these are for me too. You pray for others, well, pray for yourself, because you certainly are entitled to that also. In the love area, again, love is coming up. Those of you that are in a relationship, if it's a little stale, bring in a little romance. But those of you that are single or not in a relationship, this could be a month where you're going to have possibilities or opportunities. There's a better choice of words. And you could be meeting someone really special. And if it isn't this month, it'll be within a 3-month period. Within the next 3 months, those of you that are single, if whatever you put into looking for somebody or making yourself available, tell your family and friends that you're ready. It says opportunities will present themselves. Also in the work area, if you're thinking of changing jobs, or maybe you were laid off and last year and you don't have a job, it just says opportunities are going to present themselves. Will they be perfect what you want? Maybe, maybe not, but you will have money this year, or I think this month things are going to stir up in that area. Like if you haven't been working or you're looking for a job, opportunities will definitely present themselves. Don't forget who you are. Your excuses are gone. You're a chariot, someone who achieves greatness. When a Capricorn puts their mind to something, they get it done one way or another. But it says make yourself a priority. You do a lot for others. Make yourself that priority. Make choices for you and move forward. If you have any legal stuff going on right now, it says make sure you have all your papers in order, all of the information, all of the facts. Facts are going to be important with that. And that's not for everybody, but those of you that do have any legal stuff coming up or you're working with a lawyer, make sure you have the facts straight. It says that there's going to be someone from the past. Several people you're going to have opportunities for people from the past to come back. And remember this, if it's, especially in love, if past behavior is a good predictor of future behavior. And I'm not saying shut the door. If you're still interested, just let them prove themselves. Don't take, every word they say is gospel, because you just let them see. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they haven't changed, but maybe you need to see that. And it says, doesn't matter what's gone, it matters what's left. And I think that has to do, again, with someone coming back from the past. And if there's unresolved issues, make that choice then. But, sometimes being afraid of being hurt, what if you're not? Just something to ponder there. It says, Wheel of Fortune this month, this year. I keep hearing this year after I say this month. Seems like you're going to be in the right place, right time. Opportunities definitely are going to present themselves. And it says, try not to hold on to the pain from disappointment in the past, specifically for things from last year. Because, if we hold on to that and we ponder that and we worry about that and think about that, guess what? We get more of that. Try to find an attitude of gratitude no matter how small, and it changes everything. That feeling of being alone, something about that too is going to change. I think you're going to find yourself more social with more opportunities. And, just don't be talked into or out of things. It says, Capricorn, make this a month, maybe even a year, just about you first and everyone else secondary. And there's nothing wrong with that. Interestingly enough, I have the pregnancy card here. If you're wanting to start a family this year, it might be the year that begins. But I do see the travel that you're wanting, some of you, is definitely going to happen this year. You're going to be able to put a little money aside for that. Even if it's $10 a week or whatever amount you can come up with, you'll find that every little bit makes it that much closer for you. It says there will be gaiety in the midst of change. Yes, things will continue to go up and down, but I see you're making choices in the financial area, which is going to be very prosperous for a lot of you. And then you're going to make plans for the future, for those changes that you wanted. And it says, remember, what we fear most, we bring right to us. So when we have fear, turn that around and say, I open to receive. And I think you'll see a change there too. With that said, Capricorn, happy birthday. Happy New Year, and thanks so much for blessing me with all your visits last year. And please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it helps support that so I can continue doing it. And I so appreciate you. See you next month.